Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Just going over to the phone. We've got a few orders here that we could go for. There's a brake issue, there's a suspension issue, and that one looks like he just wants a new engine oil and filter. So we could do that fairly quickly and earn a little bit of cash. I don't know how much, it doesn't say how much you get. Nevertheless, we're not going to worry about that. Today we're going to go with this one. We're going to, as you know, I know nothing whatsoever about cars, and I figured it might be a little bit more entertaining if I was to try this one. I mean, it's a storyline one, so we do kind of want to move it forward. So we're going to take this one, and I have been told by several people watching this series that in order to test certain things, we need to use the track. Now, so to diagnose this one, if we just take a look at the notes, hey, I'm Roadmaster1234, that's what they call me on the internet. I'm the master behind the steering wheel in games. But now I bought a real machine and I'll show those unbelievers what I can do on a real road. So please do something with these rims because they slow me down. And I think something is not right with the engine. It's making a strange banging noise. Take care. So, part not discovered all the way through. And what does that do? I think someone said that if you click the star, it'll highlight in blue the bit that you need to fix. Now, we don't have any, so we've got to do some diagnostics. So we've got to do something with the rims. Something is not right with the engine. It's making a strange banging noise. So either there's something in the engine that we've got to do, or there is something with the suspension or something like that. So it could be either. So what I thought that we would try to do is we would take it to the test track. Now, I don't know if you just go to the test track. Orders, settings. No, we don't want to go to settings. Click in the middle. Main gate. Right. Click on here. So then if we go to the test track, we take the Royal Bianco, and you can drive it around the test track. Now, I'm not using a steering wheel with this game. I'm just using the mouse and the keyboard, so it is a little bit sloppy with the driving going around this test track. So first of all, you've got to do the acceleration test. I can't remember what you do. I think you just accelerate. You just go for it. Yeah, we just keep accelerating until we get down to the end here, and then we can stop. Right. So then you go to the Slalom Test, and what you got to do with this one is you just got to drive round these different points like this, hopefully without destroying the side of the car. We really don't want to do that. Right, suspension test. This one, where did we go for the suspension test? I can't remember now. I don't know if there's any other views outside of the cab or not. Outside of the sort of the cockpit of the car. This one, you just go over these at speed. there's a bit of banging going on there. That's not very good. And then for the final one, you come over round here, and there was a bit that you kind of accelerate through, and then you got to stop. And I don't know where it is. I can't remember now. I'm sure. Oh, there we go. So you accelerate towards it, and then you hit the brakes. Stop. Okay, the brakes. There we go. Right, so we've tested everything on the car now. That's actually a lot of fun. We should do that a bit more often. Quite enjoyed that. So it tests the brakes, and you can sort of see if there's any issues with the brakes, acceleration, the suspension in particular. It's really going to show a few things up on that. Right, examined parts report. Everything's at 70%. Examined 25 parts on all of that. Everything's at 70%. So everything is fine. There's no issues there whatsoever. So it's nothing to do with suspension or anything like that. So what we've got to do now is we need to move the car over onto the car lifter. And he said he wanted something done with the rims. I'm not quite sure what he means by doing something with it. Probably just replace... just replace the ones that are on there. So if we just click on the car lift and bring it up to the lower point, we'll whip these wheels off all the way around as our first job to do. You just click like that, and now, Rim Classic 06. They do look a bit grim, don't they? So if we... Hang on, I don't want to go there. I always press the wrong buttons, don't I? Always press the wrong button. Right, so far it's all past not discovered. Please do something with these rims because they slow me down. Now, does that mean that I need to replace them with like for like, or do I need to replace them with brand new rims? Like for like, or do I need to replace them with different rims? Let's go and take a look. Is it... I mean, I'm assuming that I just replaced like for like. I can't imagine that we'd have to replace them with a different one. It's taking a very long time in loading screens at the moment with this game. It didn't previously. Right, rims shop. Here we go. So, which is the rims that we've... I don't even know which ones we've got, to be honest. I'm gonna assume... I mean, you should never assume. It makes an ass out of you and me. But I am going to make an assumption. I'm going to assume that we, as we've not been told different, I'm going to make the assumption that we must replace like for like, which means that we've got to take tyres off, because I think the tyres are all okay. So we want to take this part off, which means that we go round here and take all of these off like that. There we go. That one's done. We'll come back to the knocking noises in the engine. I did just want to take a look over here, because we are level 4 at the moment, which means that we should... Yes, we do have another skill point available. So this one here, faster part installing and removing, 10% faster walking, 5% discount in shops. Ooh. Over here, expands your garage, adds path test and repair table to your garage. Upgrade cost 1. Now we're talking. This one over here, this one adds another lifter. You get warehouse, another parking spot to your garage. You get all sorts on that one. This one back here, though, I think we'll expand the garage before we do anything else. So let's unlock that upgrade. There we go. I need more space. All done. Let's take a look round. Whoa! Ho-ho! Excellent! Look at this! So we've got... well, it's through here, isn't it? You go through this bit, and yes, there we've got a pit with ramps and stuff, so you can do things in here. Lift them up. There's a rolling road there, so I think you do test different things in there. We won't do that today. Let's just open that door. We'll leave the doors open. We've got a table here. So what do you use the repair bench for? No items to work with. I'm assuming you just take pieces off and you do it like that. But anyway, at the moment, what we're doing is we are taking this one off here. So we can get excited about that next time. We do need to try and hurry things along. So there's one wheel done. We come back and we'll take this wheel off as well. Rim Classic. So we want the same Rim Classic that we've got. If I just go to part mount mode and... Hang on. Like that. That'll tell... Ah, there. Rim Classic, 21%. Tyres are okay. They're at 70%. These are all 20... Yes, so that's what we're going to need to do. We're going to need 4 rims to replace. We're also going to have to take them off and put the new ones on over there on that the whole tyre thing over there. So we'll do that in a minute. Let's just take this one off. That's 5 bolts. So we've at least done the rims. That's the first part that we need to do. So we come out of there. Now, if we go to our inventory, this is the next bit. So we've got Rim Classic 06. I actually need to take the 4 rims off using this one, isn't it? Install, separate parts, tyre from rims. So if I do that, are you sure you want to separate Rim Classic? Yes. While that's separating, I can come over here. So it's Rim Classic 06. I don't think there's anything else that we need to worry about. So if we go, there we go, Rim Classic 19, 16, Rim Classic 6. That one right there. We want 4 of these. Oh no! Size. I don't know what size. You don't confuse me with sizes. That's not good. Right, Rim Classic 205. I'm going to figure this out a minute and I'll get back to you. I want to make sure I buy the right one. I might have to make notes. Right, they are 45 R17. So it's 17 and then the ET is on 0. I don't know what ET means. I have no idea what that means. We need 4 of them. So I'm just going to assume that this is the right... I really hope this is the right size. So we get those 4. 4 of them added. Why can't you just... why doesn't it just sort of say the parts you need or something like that? It would be so much easier. Anyway... We can't do that. I need to take the tyre from there, and then I want to go to the tyre changer. I want to install one first. I'll get one of these new ones, and we'll get one of these. Yes, so that's a 17-inch, and that is R70. I'm assuming that that's the same thing. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. It seems to fit. Hopefully it will go on, so then we can take this one off. Right, that's done. So we can remove that one. we then go back to here and separate parts. So we'll separate the next one. That Rim Classic, yes, I want to separate those. While that is... Those tyres... No, that's a different tyre. That's a different one to the one that I'm using, isn't it? Oh, no. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? No, well, let's just take those parts off of there. And go... Oh, it must be okay. Rim Classic... 617 ET0. Right. Why have I got 4 rims here? If I put the other one back on the standard tyre B, 17... 205 45 R17 17. Yes. I'm really confused. Inventory. Rim Classic 45%. I've put the wrong one. That's what I've done. I've put the wrong one back together, I think. I've got a standard tyre B in 100%. Now I'm really confused. What's going on? I'm genuinely confused now. I'm not quite sure what's going on. If I go here, we want to separate parts. That one is in perfect condition. I've got 4 here that are in dodgy condition, so I can separate those, yes. And then over on the wheel, I think I put the wrong one on or something, but I want to click to use, and I want to balance the wheel. This one is not balanced, and this one is done, so if I click that one, so that one can be balanced, yes, I want to balance that one. And then on the tyre changer, I will take the parts, and then I will go back and I will install a part. I want a classic rim, and I want a... That is 100%, and I want a 70% tyre. That should be fine. Those two will fit together. Then that one should finish. And I can take the piece off of there. And then I go to balance. We don't have another one yet to balance. That's why. I need to go to this one. I need to take that tyre off. And then I can put it onto here. Yes, see, it's not yet balanced. It's got the red mark on it to say that it's not balanced. And we can put that one on there. Then we go back to the tyre changer. We go to separate parts. That one's good. This is the one that we need to separate. Yes. That one's working away. As soon as that one is separated, we can take the next one off. That's actually almost done. So is the other one. Let's take you and remove the parts, and then go back onto, we want to install this time. So we take a new rim and we take an old tyre, and yes, that's what we want to do. Then we go to the wheel balance, so we take those off, we go to the new parts. Nothing ready yet. We've got to wait for that one. Take that one, and then we go straight back to that one, and we go to separate the parts. And we've got one more that we need to separate. I'm getting the hang of this now. I'm actually getting the hang of it. I don't know where I don't know how I confused myself. I think I've got an extra tyre kicking around or something. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So we go for that one there, yes. And then I can go back to here, take those off. I go back on it straight away, and I'm going to install. I want that one, and I want that tyre as well. Yes. Right, while that's working, go to inventory. We have a standard tyre B. For some reason, I don't know why. And that is what confused the issue. So I'm going to sell that one so that we don't get confused. This one is condition 100%. I'm going to... Actually, no, do I want to? Yes, I will sell that one as well, because otherwise we are going to get confused again. Then I'm also going to sell these 4 rims. They're $21 each, so let's get rid of those. And we've got 2 tyres and we've got 2 rims on the machines down here. We've got one here that we can take. This one here is the balance, so we can take off of there, and we can balance that one there, which needs balancing. Yes. So while that one is balancing, we can fit these back on here. Actually, we're just going to... yeah, we'll fit these 2 on. We'll fit the 2 back ones on. No, I don't want to do that. I want to go to part mount. Mount that one on. Yes, that's what we want. Put you on. Like that. Okay, that's the back one done there. Oops. Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's just check car status. Yes. Rim Classic 06. So we've got a few more parts that are in the engine that we're going to have to deal with. But we're not going to need to worry about those right now. So if I come down onto here, and then I go to part mount, put this wheel back on. There we go. Take that one. I went round in a circle that time, and I shouldn't have done. You should do it opposite sides, shouldn't you? Right. We've just got this one here that we can take. That should all be done. Ooh. The mouse is very sensitive in this game. I have noticed that. The mouse is very, very sensitive. Right. Next up, let's lift the hood. And I've taken the hood off completely. I didn't actually mean to do that. A knocking noise. How do we figure out where the knocking noise is coming from in the engine? Right. Ooh. This is looking a bit ropey. This is looking a bit ropey. That bit there, the belt tensioner, that doesn't look good. So let's take that one off a minute. And then... Right, now what? Well, I'll tell you what. If we go to part mount a second, when we go to put it back on, it should actually tell us what the... Yeah, it's 12%. Okay, that one's out. Go to here. So, yes, we know that we've got a belt tensioner. I just need to find 4 more parts. There's 4 more parts somewhere in this engine. So what I'll do is like... No. I don't want that mode. I want this mode. Right. If I go to examine mode. We don't have examine tools, so we go to examine mode. I can't examine any of these. I can examine some of these. The Serpentine Belt. I can examine that one. That one's on 12. That one's on 10, so I've got a couple of them. I've got a pump here. That can only be examined by taking off the car. Let's take a look back in here. I've got that one there. Accessible from the engine bay. Right, so I think we've got to take that one in. Oh no, we just got to lift it up a little bit. We've already carrying out a test drive on that one. That's not shown up. But I think that one... It would show up on something else. So we've got 2 more things that are definitely causing knocking and banging. What else might be causing some knocks and bangs in this engine? Let's come out of here a second and go to this bit. So we've got the Serpentine Belt A and B. So there's 2 parts that we've still yet to discover that might have a problem. I'm thinking that we go to part unmount mode and... Oh, look at that one. That idler roller. That one's looking really bad condition. So let's... no, I don't want to go part mount. I want to go to examine. That one there. Yes, that's another one. We've got one. Is it 2 parts? 1 more part that we've got to discover. So we've got a belt tensioner, an idler roller, and 2 serpentine belts. It's got to be... The alternator can be examined by an electric meter. The crankshaft pulley. We want examine mode. We're in examine mode. Right, that one seems fine. Because it's on yellow. This whole timing belt cover, that seems fine. The water pump can't be examined here. So what else might it be? There's 1 part here somewhere that's not right. See, that's the problem. We can't examine these parts. I'll tell you what, let's come out of examine mode. No, let's go to part unmount mode. We can take these off. So I need a serpentine belt. In order to take that belt off, I need to take that serpentine pulley off. Take off that idler roller. I can now take this serpentine belt off, and I can now take off that roller there. That one can come off. So next up, there's 1 more thing on this car that is causing this banging and knocking, and you can usually tell if you look around and you see it really rusty. And I realise this is probably not the way that things are actually done in real life. And I can accept that because I'm not a mechanic and I don't know anything about it. Suspension, that is all tested on the track, so we don't need to worry about any of that. This bit here, like the ABS pump, the ABS module. What? Ooh. No, that all looks in pretty good condition. Throttle. I'm thinking that we want to take off the engine cover, maybe. Or we got a brake. Or what about the brake servo? Nope. I think we need to take off this cover so that we can take a look. So we'll take out these 4 ignition coils, like this. There. And now we'll remove the engine head cover. We've got 6 bolts here. Do the same on there. It's actually, if you can line it up just right, you can take both of them out all at once, and it's really easy. There, that one comes off. Now, what do we got? Okay, they actually look to be in pretty good condition. So, I don't want to go any further in there. The exhaust manifold cover. Let's take that one off, and there's a bolt over there to remove. No, that's looking pretty good as well. Let's come down here. I'd like to examine that water pump. I want to examine mode. This one can be examined by taking it off the car. That one can be examined by taking it off the car. So let's do those two. Crankshaft pulley, an electric meter. We don't have an electric meter. Let's go to part unmount. Let's just take this water pump off. There's a part somewhere that's making a load of noise. We've got that one there. We want to come around this side. We can take that off. Right, now what? Now what? Crankshaft pulley. Oh, I wonder if maybe it's like the timing belt or something. If we take the timing belt cover off and look underneath here, that might be the way to do it. What do we got in here? We want to examine that timing belt. Examine. Nope, nope, nope. Examine the timing belt. There. Nope, that's fine. There's a part here somewhere. There really is. There is a part somewhere that's no good. That one, everything that was examined on the test track is fine. There's no issues on the test track. Examined by carrying out a test drive accessible from the engine bay. Right, maybe it's something to do with the drive shaft. That's the only thing that I can think of now. We got bang-ins from the engines, but it doesn't seem to be. It can be examined with a compression tester. All of this looks okay. We don't have, like, because that's kind of like our little indication is like the major rust pile up that you get on different things. Accessible from under the car on the gearbox. Ooh. Starter. No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to come out of there. Okay. And if we come out of here a minute and we go to car status, yes, there is still one part not discovered. How can we do it? So there's these other parts. If I go to repair bench, what do you do here on the repair bench? We've got... Oh, so you can repair both of these if you want to, but repair chance 50%, repair skill level 0, repair cost. I see. So we could actually repair these ourselves if we wanted to. I don't know anything about repairing, so we're not even going to bother trying on that. That can be something that we can do if we need to at some point. What about something like this? Like the brake disc ventilated. What is examine mode? Because that one looks kind of ropey on that side. That one is 70%. That's fine. Those sort of seem okay back there. I mean, there's not a lot that we can do about that. Let's move in this side. If I can zoom out a little bit. Accessible from the engine bay. I'm trying to... Right, we'll go to part unmount. If I click like that, there... Hopefully I can zoom out a little bit and come over to that. That one looks fine. Again, it looks okay. Examine mode. They're okay. Brake pads. Brake caliper. Everything is fine. It's all on 70%. Can be examined with a compression tester. Well, what do I... Right, I'm going to spend a little while looking through this. I need to find the last part. Right, I've bought a few bits. And I'm going to replace the bits that we've done. I still can't find this one. There's one last part. Somewhere there is one more part that we need to find. And I've no idea where it is. So what I thought is we would try the... We'll put everything back on that we've got at the moment. Because all of the stuff at the moment is at 70%. So it's fine. And we'll then put it on our new sort of rolling road that we've got. Which can run additional tests. And it might find something wrong with the suspension. Maybe something like that. I'm not sure, so we'll wait and see on that one. So we're going to put all of these back in here. We've got the ignition coils. I mean, we may end up having to strip down the entire car bit by bit and then rebuild it from the ground up. But I'm kind of hoping not to, because that does seem a little bit drastic. That's everything on there. So now we want the timing belt. Yeah, we want the timing belt cover to go back on. And do those up. And then we've got a couple of belts on this side. And we got the idler roller there. That one can go back on. We've got a nice new one. I've got replacing that one. There is these two. I did wonder, maybe I should take the water pump off. Part unmount. Oh, I've already taken them off. Okay, never mind that. Part mount. We've got the water pump here. If I do that. That one's at 70%, so that one is fine. And we put that back on. Because you had to take those off. And then you've got the power steering pump over here. That one's also okay. So we can put that one back on. just whiz round this side. Is that everything? That is that one completely back on. And then we've got the crankshaft pulley here at 70% also, so that one is fine. Then you've got the Serpentine Belt. Now, this is one of the ones that we had to replace, so I've put that one as a new belt. Then we've got this one here, another one that I've replaced, and we've got this belt tensioner up here. That one I've replaced as well, so we can put that back on. I think that is everything back on there as we left it. So if I come out of here, I think, now, if I go car status, that's those. We've got the rim. We've got one part not discovered. So what I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to put this wheel back on here. So we go to part mount mode, put the rim classic back on. That's all done. Those are balanced. That's everything that we needed to do to the tires. So that's nice and easy. That's easily sorted out and done. Come back over to... Come over there. There we go. On this side, part mount. Rim classic. There we go. Put you on. Ooh, it moved around a little bit. Wasn't supposed to do that. There we go. That's done. Let's put the bonnet back on. Oh, no. I want to go... move... assemble mode. So we can put the hood back on. Yep. There. So that one's done. What I can do now is if I take it off the car lift, like that, and then we're going to take it through into our rolling road over there so that we can do some more tests. So what we want to do now is we want to move the car. Parking test path will help you examine most of suspension and brake parts. So we'll go here, we'll put it on the test path, which is in here. So we at least get a chance to take a look at the new test path and how it works. No idea what we're supposed to do here, mind. Absolutely no clue. How does this work? So we come path test. Yes, I want to proceed with the path test. So what do we do now? Place the front wheels on the brake tester. Can I get an outside of cab view? Oh, okay. Front wheels. Press and hold the brake. Is that... Oh, there we go. Place the rear wheels on the tester. Brake is just simply going backwards. Press and hold the brake. And that does that one. So that's tested the rear brakes. Right, place the front wheels on the suspension tester. If I just drive forward straight, does it keep going? Oh, no, it just locks it in place. Excellent. Right. So we do that one. Now we just wait while it jogs us up and down. So you don't need to inch forward. You can just drive and it will stop you when you're in the right place. 70% there. Place the rear wheels on the suspension tester. I mean, we did a suspension test already. So now we wait. But I mean, at least we get to see how this thing works out. And we have everything is 70% condition. So everything is fine. Examine 57 parts. All perfect. Right. How do I get out? Press escape. There we go. Right. Now that's done. Okay, so move the car to another location in garage. We'll put it back onto car lifter A. Now I'm at a bit of a loss because we've still got one thing that we haven't yet discovered. Do something with these rims because they slow me down. I think something's not right with the engine. It's making a strange banging noise. Right, we're going to have to do some serious engine takedown now, I think. We're going to have to just literally, I think, if I go here, I click on the hood like that and just lift the hood up rather than taking it all apart. Go on to here, and we're just going to start stripping the engine apart. That's the only thing that I can think to do, is actually literally to start stripping the engine apart. This wasn't what I wanted to do. This wasn't on my to-do list today. I wasn't supposed to be stripping an engine completely apart in order to look for strange banging noises. But if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do. So we'll lift that one off. Next up, we need to take the camshaft off, which means that we need to take off this belt cover again. We already took all of this off. I don't want to do it again. Right, let's take that one off. There. This is why I'd be no good working in a garage, because I just wouldn't want to do all the bits that you need to do in order to make everything work. So we've got to take off the Serpentine Belt there. Then the idler roller can come off like that. Next up, we want to take off the water pump. That's got to be removed. And that one there. And then the crankshaft pulley. That one can come off. And then we can take the timing belt cover off. We've got 4 bolts on this side there. And then we can take off the timing belt itself. Next up, we want to go to the cam gear on each side, and then the camshaft, like that. Now what? Exhaust manifold. Oh, I've got the exhaust manifold bits to put back on, haven't I? There's one bit that I forgot there. We got loads of nuts to take off on this one. Let's do that over there, and then those two there. Oh, hang on a minute. Dipstick. Okay, it's got oil in it. That's okay. I thought for a moment maybe it's not. It's got this banging noise because it's not working right because of that. Because of the if we take the spark plugs out. I did wonder if maybe the strange banging noise because there's no oil in the engine or something like that. But no, apparently that's not it. Right, intake manifold. So we've got to remove the throttle. Then the intake manifold over here. So let's zoom down and come in underneath. Right, so we've got to take those off like that. This is not what I intended to do. I was expecting to be done a lot faster than this. We might end up having to put this thing back together in our next episode. So the fuel bit up there, I don't know what that is. Engine head. That can... it's got 4 big bolts on there. Take those out. Maybe there's something deep inside the bowels of this. Right, engine block. I can't take the engine block off. Is it the engine block? Maybe we can go examine. I can't. I got to have a compression tester to do that. Accessible from the engine bay. Still not found it. I'm stripping its engine completely apart. Can be examined by an electric meter. Examined by taking off the car. Right, let's try unmounting this. Maybe it's the radiator. No, the radiator. We've got to take off the radiator fan housing. Then we can remove the radiator. Inventory. Let's take a look. Right, I know that I have replaced those, so I will sell those so that we don't confuse the issue. And then we just got to put back on everything that we've taken off. So that's all of those. Everything here is, at the moment, is so... Yes! We found it! It's the radiator! I've stripped his engine completely. I've completely stripped his engine apart. It's the radiator fan housing fan. That's the one that we want. That's the one that we needed to do. Oh, that is sensational. Look at the state of that. Oh, that is brilliant. Right, okay. As you can tell, I'm not very good with engines. That's brilliant. That's made my day. That as I completely took his engine apart. It was the radiator. Right, radiator fan housing B fan 2. Radiator fan housing fan. It was that one. We want one of those. There. Right. I just got to put it back together. This won't take very long. I don't think. I've only taken most of the engine apart. Look at it. It's all gone. It's all gone. Right. Let's get this back together as quickly as we can. I want to put that one on there. So we got 6 bolts to go in there. I'm sure we can do this. I want this one out. I want it out the workshop today. I've had enough of this car, but we did do it. We did do it. Right. Engine head. No, that doesn't go on next. What does go on next? Fuel rail. That can go on. Yep. And then the intake manifold. Yep, that one can go on. Ideal. Let's put in all of these bolts. We got another 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Done. Okay, then you put that bit on the end. Yep, you can go on. Ideal. Camshaft. Next camshaft. And then on the end here, we want to put the... No, I don't want to do that. I want to do that one. One of you. And you. Yeah, you can go on. And then engine head cover. Yeah, yes, we can put the engine head cover on. All of these run down through like that. Up through. There. And there. Let's just put this one back on. We want to put the radiator. Yep, you can go back on. And then the radiator fan housing. Yes. And the new fan. Yes, that's the one. Okay, we'll know next time that we'll check that first. Not the engine head. We want the exhaust manifold. Yes, you can go back on. Excellent. Oh, we're going to get somewhere now. All of these bolts that we didn't need to undo. Look at that. Look at that. This is brilliant. I can't believe it. It was a fan on the front. We spent all that time hunting around, and it ended up being the fan on the front. Oh, no, the exhaust manifold cover. Yes, that one could go on. There's 2 little bolts that go on there, and there we go up in here. So we've got spark plugs that have got to go in there. Another one there. another one there. That's my timer to say that I've run out of time. And I do a slightly longer episode on here than I do normally do, or I do try to at times. So we can put an ignition coil on, another one there, and another one here, yes, and you on there. Right, so there's ignition coils. Right, next up, we want to go into here, we want to put a timing belt on. That one goes back on. What goes on next? I think we need to... Oh, no, the timing belt cover has got to go on next. We put that one on, so we can put 4 over there. All we got to do is just make sure that our inventory is completely empty, and then we will know. We will know for certain whether or not we've done this right. So we can put that one on there, and then we want to put that one down. Yes, you can go on. And then, not the timing belt cover, we want the idler roller. That one can go on. And Serpentine Belt. Then that one. And then that one. It wouldn't have let us put all this stuff on if we had other things that needed to go on, would it? No, because the timing belt cover's already on there. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's all of those bits. I think that is everything. So what we can do is we can go to inventory. And we've got one dodgy radiator fan. It's coming out of there. That's all done. Shut that bonnet down. Take you down, off. And the last thing that we want to do, well, first of all, we're going to go to our inventory and we're going to sell this fan. $3. All that heartache is $3. And we'll go here. Car status. Yes! We have done it. Ladies and gentlemen, we managed to do it. At long as it took a while, but we did it. So, finish order. That is going to give us total payout of $1,500. Excellent. So we now have $9,600. And what are we on? We're still level 4. 1,200. That's okay. We'll get another job. What have we got here? Oh, that's the story mode one there. The one that's in blue is the story mode. This one here. So, when driving through another city, I didn't notice a speed bump. Please check out the front suspension because I have the impression something is not right. Okay. When we come back next week, we will do that one. That is the job that we're going to do next, and I think that we ought to be able to do that because that's just a suspension issue. We can dump it onto our new track in here, and we can quickly have a go with it, see what we can find. But anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to watch as well. That would be awesome. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.